Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your brain break. Now you're going to move into part 2. You're going to be looking at your focusing task question or your informative paragraph that you're going to start on today. Today is a planning day. Good writers take time to talk out their paragraphs and practice out loud before you write. So today, you're going to look at what your goal will be in your informative paragraph. You're going to look at that informative paragraph sandwich for what you will be expected to write about. And you're going to practice along with Mrs. Spears. As she tells you at the end of this video, to practice your paragraph. Sometimes we record our practicing on Flipgrid. We're not going to do that today. I am going to let you practice with someone in your family. I want you to practice with your learning partner. Share out loud what you plan to write, and then tomorrow you will turn in your writing on your special paper that you will see on the slide with this video. If you do not have that paper from your curriculum bag, then you can always use your journal. You will be writing this tomorrow. But I know some of you like to work ahead a little bit, and some of you would like to go ahead and write today while it's fresh on your mind. So that is up to you. You can either speak it out loud and write it tomorrow, or you could speak it out loud and then put it onto paper. But I will not be asking you to take a picture of it or to show your writing today. So just know that today is a planning day. Tomorrow, I will ask to see your writing, and then your teacher will be grading it. Do your very best work on your practicing today. Okay, here we go. Listen carefully as Miss Spears explains what you will be writing about.
Now that you have learned more about the author's point through examining some text features, you'll use your knowledge to write an informative paragraph about the author's point and reasons. Take a look at your screen. You're going to see Assessment 30A, Focusing Question Task 5. We're going to look over this assessment together. We'll go through the steps for how to do the task, and after this video, you'll know what to write. Your classroom teacher will tell you how to show your work and how to turn it into them. Listen carefully. Write an informative paragraph stating the point the author of Never Smile at a Monkey makes. Include at least 2 examples supporting the point. Illustrate your example. I'll read it one more time. Write an informative paragraph stating the point the author of Never Smile at a Monkey makes. Include at least 2 examples supporting the point. Illustrate your example. Be sure to include all of the following in your response: a topic statement stating the point the author makes, 2 or more reasons that support the author's point, a conclusion that explains why the author's point is important, complete sentences that begin with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark, an illustration that includes an animal. You'll be deciding what to write about today, and you'll practice saying your informative paragraphs out loud. But first, we need to figure out the author's point or message for the whole text. Since you'll be writing about the author's point for the whole text, let's review the author's point we've discussed previously. Never pet a platypus. Never collect a conch shell. Never harass a hippopotamus. What's similar about all these points? I'll ask it again. What's similar about all of these authors' points? What is the author trying to tell us? Share with your learning partner or just say it aloud. Maybe you talked about how the author is telling us to stay away from certain animals or that some animals may be dangerous. Put your thumb up if you talked about something similar. Next, we'll practice including the author's point in the topic statement. Here's a sentence frame you can use for your topic statement about the author's point. Remember, the topic statement begins the paragraph. Listen carefully. The author tells us, I want you to now think about what the author's point is for the whole text and practice saying it aloud using this sentence frame. Remember, the sentence frame is the author tells us. Pause the video now to practice saying aloud and then share with your learning partner. Okay, you've practiced your topic statement. So now you'll work on the next part of your informative paragraph. Point to the part of the sandwich that comes after the topic statement. I'm sure you pointed to it. The next part is adding the information or the facts and details. Now, since we're writing about the author's point, the details will be the reasons the author gives to support the point that some animals can be dangerous. The reasons provide the information or details that support the author's point. Let's look at some of the evidence that we've collected about how some animals can be dangerous. Remember, for your focusing question task 5, you'll need to include at least 2 reasons to support the author's point about how animals can be dangerous. You can select from animals on the chart, but if you've collected more evidence with your classroom teacher, you can write about other animals too. Here's a sentence frame you can use when writing your reasons. A can. I'll say it one more time. A can. So, for example, if I were writing about kangaroos and how kangaroos can be dangerous, I would say a kangaroo can kick. Now it's your turn. Use the chart to practice saying some reasons how animals are dangerous. Did you practice? I'm sure you did. Now, after we write our topic statement and reasons, what's next? What is next? That's right, the conclusion is next. And here's a sentence frame you can use for your conclusion. You can learn by reading this book. I'll say it one more time. You can learn by reading this book. Remember, you want to explain in your conclusion why the author's point is important. And one way to do this is to explain what someone can learn by reading this book. Now, what I'd like you to do is share your conclusion sentence with your learning partner. And if they're not there, just share it aloud. Okay, now you know what to write. Remember, your classroom teacher will tell you where to complete your work. Now it's your turn to practice saying your whole informative paragraph out loud. Remember, you can go back in the video if you need to see the slide with the evidence to use for your sentences about the reasons. Pause the video and practice your informative paragraph explaining the author's point and reasons, and never smile at a monkey. Pause the video now to practice. All right, awesome first graders. I really wish I could have heard you practice your informative paragraph out loud. Nice job learning about new text features and starting to work on your focusing question task 5. Next time, we'll continue working on that focusing question task. But until then, be kind and do something great, because you are capable of greatness.